Hi, my name is Valya, and today I'm going to explain how to espalier a tree. Choose a location that gets at least 6 hours of sun each day. For a simple 2-layered cordon-style espalier, you will need a dwarf fruit tree with little or no branches, 4 eye bolts, 2 turnbuckles, and some galvanized 16-gauge wire. Step 1. Use a tape measure and a pen to measure out and mark where the eye bolts will go. Make sure that the layers of your espalier are at least 10 inches off the ground and 10 inches apart from one another. Step 2. Screw in the eye bolts. It can be helpful to use one of the other eye bolts as leverage. Step 3. Open the turnbuckles as far as they will go. The wire will stretch over time, and you will need to tighten it using the turnbuckles. Step 4. Thread the wire through the eye bolts and turnbuckles and wrap it securely in place. Clip any protruding sharp tips of the wire and clamp them down. Tighten the turnbuckle slightly at this point. Step 5. Dig a hole large enough for the roots of the tree to fit comfortably without being bent upwards. I like to use a bit of organic fertilizer to help jumpstart the growth of my new plant. For additional support of your young plant, you may also want to use some quality compost or soil. Make sure that the tree is at least 6 inches away from the fence and that the root graft is at least 2 inches above soil level. Replace the topsoil, making sure that the roots are well covered and the tree is standing upright. Step 6. Water the plant thoroughly. Part 2. Since the tree we just planted doesn't have any leaves yet, I'm going to show you how to train an espalier tree on one of my young mulberry plants that I have been training since the beginning of the year. Find a stretchy elastic material like this green garden tape to tie the branches of your young tree in the desired pattern. A non-stretchy material may kill the branch by strangling it as the tree grows. As the branches extend and lengthen, simply keep tying them down to the wire. When they reach the end of the wire, clip them and they will stop growing. Do not clip the branches until they have reached the full desired length. If green buds or branches begin to sprout off of the main trunk of the tree, I clip them off all the way against the trunk of the tree. You can see that the side branches also have some sprouts. It is important to trim these back, but not to cut them all the way off. For these side branches are the future fruit spurs of your tree, and you want your plant to have as many of them as possible. Trim them back, but leave approximately 1 inch of the stem protruding from the branch. Allow a single sprout from the center of the main trunk to grow upwards and do not trim it back. When it reaches the desired length, you will cut it, forcing the tree to grow 2 branches that will come out on either side of the cut, forming another layer of your pattern. Notice the tiny green leaves appearing on the tree we planted earlier. I will allow the green bud next to the wire to get longer. After it reaches 5 inches in length, I will begin tying it down to the wire. The second bud is not in a location that serves the espalier, and it will need to be removed. Lastly, cut the stem of your tree to 2 inches above the bottom wire. This will encourage the branches to grow out laterally in the desired pattern. Now your beautiful espalier tree is well on its way to growing bountiful, delicious fruits for years to come.